Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Global Channeling Practice. It is November 17th, 2022, and we are going to get started with some light language. So Wendy, do you want to kick us off?
I would love to kick us off. And so before we start, as you guys know, we do our grounding and our connection prior to doing this work, asking our angels and guide team to come in, and also asking for the pure messages to come through so that they not only edify us, but edify you as well. So we hope you enjoy. Anaho tutukuriana nara itukuriana ma itikriri ta atatukuriara amata tukuira nara itigriara na itigruian ni itigruanara ni itigruian ishigruiana nara and then itigruiana nara ni neuronia. These are the mantis beings. Ananda tukuriana nara itigruiara nara itigrira patigrira tuturu ni itigriara na itigruira mara itigriira itigruiana nara itigriira ni itigruiana nara itigriira kids growing not the growing and not the growing the but growing and to do near and horny and at the yarama at the growing and then the doing and the man doing number the that the yaman need them negative to need them the gradient to me not come in the not the don't know it in the do it. In you do name and I need to get in that category that the category and that could do using about getting that who not category to do. Blessings. Okay, so the mantis beings wanted to come through and let you know that they are here often helping with your healing circles. So when you're asking for angelic healing, galactic healing, and those that you trust, and some people are asking even for unicorn healing and dragon energy healing, and that the mantis beings want you to know that they are here helping you, assisting you along with them in their energy. They're a little bit more behind the scenes. Some who are working with them are aware of them and their energy. It's very high, they're high dimensional, and so that's what they're trying to convey. That's what they wanted to say, that they are helping in the background. And then they did a blessing, and then they did some healing work too.
Yeah, I've heard of their healing abilities. Yeah, that they are great healers to connect with. So thank you. Thank you, mantis beings. That's wonderful.
Yeah, thank you. That was the first time I channeled them, so that was very
wonderful.
Cool.
All right. Okay, I guess I'll go next. And then Donnie can go after me once she's ready. To se ai kia ho sikitea yuto yeti kitea ito sikitea ko yeti ho haisia ia ko yeti ia ko ya here. This is the galactic dragons once again. So ko tea yuto hasia kia ho sikatea ito hiasia io ko ya here. Expand as you expand your power. Sokoto hiasikia yuko ya tukuya to remember to connect with us. Koto hiasikia yuto ko ya we can amplify your energies and assist you in this way. In your healing work, in your light work. As you go through your enlightenment process, expand your light outwards. Connect with your brothers and sisters in the human collective. And the nature realm. Remember the oneness that we all are in truth. You are greatly loved by all that is. And those of us in the galactic realms are watching with anticipation at the great expansion that is being undergoing on your planet, that you are undergoing. Within your lives, there are many here that wish to assist you. Connect to all that you resonate with. Go within within your hearts. And meet us there. Much love and blessings. Blessings.
Thank you. Nice energy.
Yes, they're coming through strongly tonight, that's for sure. Donnie, do you have a
Yeah, I'll go next.
a blessing?
Yeah. Mother Mary. I'm getting Mother Mary. Okay. Ashurya Mara Kura 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 Tara Shura Tara Tu Ashura Ma Akushia Hara Tu Ashura Mara Duna Atura Shiaka Ashyata Ashyata Swatara Aswamara Tora Koratara Koratara Swara Aswakira Tora Surata Atura Samarati Sutasiti Akushahira Akurashina Asutia Marakusia Tara Marakusiara Akusia Kusia Tara Kusia. Emit light, for you are light. I am that I am, so be it, so it is.
Thank you, Mother Mary. That was beautiful.
Yes, thank you. That's very interesting. So after we got done with our healing group, I actually, because Donnie, when you channel Mother Mary, she's like got a certain sound to her. And I was like hearing that, like after, like I was trying to get a quick bite to eat. And I was like hearing that and I was like, what is happening in my head right now? Like, that's how Donnie sounds when she channels.
Oh, cool. That's so cool.
And I couldn't put two and two together. I just was like playing the sounds in my mind. And I don't know that I said them out loud. I was just hearing them in my mind and listening to them. And I was like, yeah, that's like, that's totally how Donnie sounds. So yeah.
And sometimes Susan's light language come to me. I can say he, I can say he, I hear that.
Yeah. Isn't that funny?
You know, like it's like we're learning each other's light languages. You know, it's so funny.
Yeah, that really is. I am Archangel Michael. I want to start out with some light language because it helps to open this channel to the messages more readily. Oenira hera nahara kanyoro nirakae nyoro narakanyo enyo. Those of you who are sensitive may pull in the information that was not just my angelic channeling to the and from the angelic realms, but also to the galactic brothers and sisters who we work so closely with. The archangels are working with the not just multi-dimensional and interdimensional, but working closely with Source, Creator, God, however you want to refer to God, to the Father. The reason I wanted to come through at this time is because many of you are feeling distrustful of the energies around you. You're having experiences that you're unsure of what these feelings are, perhaps even seeing light beings around you. And as your vibrations are rising, the sensations of these energies are also coming to you. So as these energies are coming to you, we of the angelic realm are wanting you to connect more with the earth realm, with the elementals. They are here on this journey with you. They're supporting you, and we ask you to listen to them more, to reach out to them more, and to trust the messages that you think you're hearing in your mind, that you don't know that they're your own subconscious or from another being. You can ask, who is that? Or ask, is there a message that you'd like to give to me? And then this will open those lines of communication. But you must be within a peaceful, loving mindset, within your own heart, within your own body, within your own soul. When you are in that type of a feeling, that is the best time for you to make that connection. As you know, I, as Archangel Michael, have a plethora of armies that surround me and work with me. So when you call on me, I am there. My people are there. And I call them my people, but you know, they are the angelic armies. What I'd also like to say to you is that the changing energies that are coming through will be powerful. They'll be strong. If you are so inclined, connect into the galactic central sun. Ra also works alongside with me and with this channel closely. And as you know, her higher self is Archangel Raziel. As Raziel often comes through this channel automatically, without thinking, she senses it, but doesn't necessarily tap into it because it feels so natural at this point. So I decided to go ahead and step in today versus saying, hi, I'm Archangel Raziel, who many of you are familiar with that energy, because it feels like Wendy, because it is her higher self. Also, she wants to grow and expand her own channeling capabilities. And so that's also why I'm stepping in here. Another message for those of you similar to this channel is you all get your information differently. She gets a knowing. She'll say, oh, I'm hearing, or I heard, or they're saying. And this is typically her guide team. And similar to when your group gets together as a quote unquote collective, that's how we are as guides too. We are a collective as well. So when the terminology they are saying, or I'm hearing them say, it's her collective that she's hearing. And the prime message is just coming through as a singular being, even though it's referenced as they. This will sometimes give you the sensation that the information is hopping from spot to spot. And that is because she can hop from spot to spot. And of course, this is something she knew, but couldn't quite put a word to it, that interdimensional access. But as she's learning more about her channeling, that awareness is to the forefront of her mind at this point. So as you are expanding your own channeling capabilities, whether you recognize them as channeling or not, all beings, as you know, who are human, are capable of channeling. All thoughts that happen in the mind are not the brain. The functionality of the brain as an organ is to hold, and it's a container for the current ideas to think through, like a computer. The actual ideas and the actual creativity that you bring through, this is your higher self that you're bringing through. So when you're working through a problem, or you have a creative thought of, oh, wouldn't that be fun? then listen, because these are your teams, these are your higher self, this is your soul self, the connection to your soul family that are coming through and helping you to have your physical experience, which is certainly what you're here to embody. I pause purposefully so that you can have a moment to get that sense of the sensation of the energies around you. This one calls it quantum often, that sense of floating, of feeling a little lightheaded perhaps, feeling not quite yourself. The times where you might feel a little scattered brain, like you're wondering, why can't I put my thoughts together today? Well, that's because human beings are also multidimensional beings, but they just typically are not aware of these other aspects of themselves playing a factor into their life and what they are experiencing. Also, when sickness and health come upon you, these are typically your body's methodology of clearing out lower frequency vibrations so that you are able to rise into the new levels of frequency that are coming and have been coming. As you know, the recent 1111 portal energies have come and not quite yet gone, but then we step into these new energies of the holidays, as you like to call them, or holy days, as we like to call them. As these days are coming upon you, you are in gratitude. Some may be in fear or thinking that they are in lack. And we advise you to step away from those thoughts if you have them, and then look around you and be thankful for what you do have. Were you able to eat today? Did you have water that you could just turn on your faucet to obtain? Or did you have to go hike out to a well and dig a hole and wait for water to fill and for the rain to come? Give thanks, give blessing. Did you have power today? Did you turn a light switch on and the lights came on? And you turned it off and they turned off when you stepped out of a room or were through using that light source? Or did you have to go and collect beeswax and form it together and find some oil and a straw wick and set it within a container and light an ongoing fire to keep you warm, to go hike out in the woods in a full survival mode? Has that happened in the past? Yes. Will it happen in the future? Perhaps. But for the here and the now, it's probably a matter of you walking over to your temperature gauge on your wall and adjusting it for heat or for cold, as you have heating and cord access within your homes. Cooling access, not cord. So the point being is that there are many things that are abundant, things that you need, and then you have them. But it's such a minute thing that you don't think to give thanks for it, for these items that you now take for granted. Do you have the love of those around you? Embellish, enjoy it. Think of all the loving moments. If you have lost love, you can still think back, if you desire, to those moments of when it was beauty and love, and it will bring you back to the moment. If you have, quote unquote, no one, you always have someone, for the angelic realm is always with you. Never doubt it. Your guides are always with you. Never doubt it. Creator is always with you, available and offering you love. As you know, Creator is masculine, feminine, equally divided. So what do you need? Father love? Ask for Father. Mother love? Ask for Mother. A sister, a brother, an aunt, an uncle, a friend, a lover. Ask and we are there. All things are energy, and the energy will surround you. But you must ask. And so that is the extent of my message today. I offer you my blessings. The angelic realm is always in prayer on your behalf. If you do have any questions, I am open to your questions.
Donnie, do you have any questions for Archangel Michael?
Yeah. Thank you for being here with us, and thank you for always keeping us in your bubble of protection. And we are so grateful. My question is, really, I don't really have a question. I just want to send much love and light to you, and please guide us during this time with all the energies. We're feeling the energies, and we are having more lucid dreams of ourselves in other, in parallel lives, and we are warriors, and we fight side by side with you, and we are with you.
Yes.
Thank you, love and light.
Yes, and we thank you for your work, both in the astral, in the etheric, and as boots on the ground. We send you our love and light and thanks and appreciation for what you provide to us, because we do need your energies as well. And so we are very thankful. We are thankful for those who do reach out in prayer. Oftentimes when you are connecting in prayer, you don't realize that you are having an energy exchange or an energetic exchange. And though many are asking, they are also giving. And so to those beings, we give our thanks and honor them.
Wonderful. I guess, yeah, is there any, any guidance that you can provide about, my journey? And I know lately I've been kind of changing my focus, or I've been less focused on channeling and more focused on my, my Etsy business and trying to get that up and running with my energy infused artwork and other designs that I come up with. And but I want to get back into channeling. I want to get, kind of return my focus, I guess, to that. And I anticipate there'll be more time with the coming holidays where I'll have some time off to do that. But is there any, any guidance of like how things are going and where I'm at, and yeah, and with channeling the Frog in the future? I know as a collective, I'm supposed to be channeling them more and more. And but lately I've been have stepped aside from channeling a little bit, and I want to get back into reconnecting with them, especially.
Yes, the beauty of it is you can do it all. And so it's absolutely acceptable to take time to focus on your business, and then to take time to channel, and then to take time to draw or to journal or to do nothing. Spend time with yourself. Spend time in the garden. Spend time gazing, daydreaming. Spend time doing laundry. Just the basic details of living a normal life. But to remember that you do not need to judge yourself harshly or be frustrated with yourself that, I wished I could have done that and I didn't. What's important is, are you doing what you want to do at the moment? And if you are, that is the right choice. And you are making the decision based on what your most creative joy is at that moment. Imagine you have a coin in your hand. Put channeling on one side, heads. Put creation and design on the other, tails. Flip it. It lands heads. Are you excited or disappointed and wished it was the other side? Do you feel it wouldn't matter? That if it was heads and channeling, you would say, okay, channeling. Or if you flip it and it says tails in creation, then you say, okay, tails in creation. And I may have switched that back and forth, I'm not sure. The point is, if you say to yourself, oh, I wish it was the other side of the coin, then do that. Because that's where your highest joy is at the moment. But if you say, oh, good, that's the one I wanted, then that is your direction. Many of you will use pendulum to answer, is this what my highest self wants me to do at this time? Is this what my body element is requiring or requesting at this time? And when you hear your answer, go with it. Enjoy it. Put the long hours or the short hours into it. It is all your decision. It's yours to make. And it is all correct. And as you know, this group is not just on their path, but they're jumping and skipping and running ahead faster than they probably should. It's okay to slow down. You don't have to cross the moat. You can relax a minute and see what's coming by and experience it. Experience the beauty and the detail, the minutia of what you're seeing. As this one has been experiencing more and more of the fourth dimensional and fifth dimensional beings in her space, seeing lights and shadows and colored lights, similar to the photo images that you've seen where you can see the being in the image that is clearly a face. And these connections will be coming more and more for you, for all of you. So we are definitely glad that you're here today and have made the decision to channel. As you know, we love this connection as much as you do, because the energy is beautiful for us as it is beautiful for you. It is healing, especially for your bodies and for your souls, to hear from us and to make these connections. So continue to do so. You are a blessed one, as you know. High, high in the light.
Beautiful, thank you. Joan, do you have a question for Archangel Michael?
Yes, thank you. Greetings.
Greetings.
Um,
Joan.
I have a well, I have a question about this. I guess it's the sacral. I've been feeling the sacral is like stabbing on the sacral.
Yes.
This is a first time I felt it. So it's like 3 times this morning, afternoon, and then today, a while ago too.
Yes, this channel has also experienced that, where it's a very sharp pain, and the fact of the matter is that these are some of those root chakra energies and sacral chakra energies that are being released. As you've been so focused on the heart and expanding the heart has done great work. But as the heart expands, then there are these additional energies from past lives that are also coming up to be cleared. And some of those lives within the sacral have to do with creation, with not just, sexual creation within a human being, but also creation on a whole, not just within this universe, but outside the universe as well. So as you work with other realms, you are sensing these creative building blocks being put into place as you help with that, and also working with the stargates. And so, or gates plural. So as you're sensing this new creation coming into play, you're releasing the old creation, and the old creation is your current earth. And so the lack of understanding is that you'll be letting go this current physical world and moving into a light body, whether you do that in this lifetime or thousands of years from now lifetime, whether you come in a life back on earth, or whether you come as a galactic being or come back as a guide next time. These will be your choices to make down the road. But for the here and the now, you are experiencing the physical aspect of these changes that are going on and occurring within your physical being as some of these karmic energies are being released. Also, as you know, you transmute for collective energy. And with the recent, shall we call them politics, that have been going on and the energy surrounding and around that there is much to be said about people not necessarily knowing what's coming, or it's created uncertainty. And so those sensations of not feeling safe, feeling instability or unsure, that because it's so closely related to the sacral chakra, that those energies are actually being a little bit intertwined for you. And so that's what you're feeling.
I see. Yeah, I guess I releasing all the, the collective, and I guess we are releasing that. And can we get a healing for that in our sacrals in this group?
Yes. First, let's go ahead and let's cut these cords, shall we?
Yes,
I ask you to go ahead and take in a deep breath. And then the sword with its blue light coming down to cut these cords. Sending in the blessing. And let's go ahead and use the violet flame to seal both ends of those cords with light and love. You should be feeling that release now. And then let's go ahead and bring in, ask your body what it wants to bring in to replace. I hear blue light, but what do you hear? Let's go ahead and use the violet flame and angelic blue light. Let's go ahead and send these now. Fill yourself up. And just like that, it is done, it is done, it is done. I am that I am, and so it is. And this
thank you.
in all lifetimes, in all dimensions. You're welcome.
Thank you. Oh,
You're so welcome. Is there anything else, beloved?
no more. That's all for now. Or do you
Okay.
have any message for
Yeah.
me?
Actually, you had a message for me. You said, see you in the stars.
I'm gonna ask about the Darjeeling class tonight at India from beloved Elmoria. Can we ask for protection to go there for tonight? You know, for when we go to sleep for the class.
Of course. Just set your intention that as soon as you go into the class, that the protection is there and I will be there. And then you may also just ask for it to continue on through the night until you awaken.
Okay.
Or until the end of class, however you want to set the intention. And as you know, when you ask me to come, I am there in a moment, not even a blink of an eye. So fast.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. My peace be unto you. And as you know, you are all enjoying these classes together, and we thank you for attending. All the Ascended Masters. As Elmoria, as soon as you said, stepped up to say, yes, of course. Is there anything else?
Susan.
Is there anything you would like to tell us about yourself that perhaps we don't know about you? Or about the angelic realm?
No. There's
darn.
nothing that I have to say that you haven't already heard or read about. You know that there are ongoing battles, but we are winning. And so that is the only thing that I need you to focus on at this time, is that the light has won. And yes, you are going through your operative timeline for this experience in this avatar. But this is something you already know as well. Can I enlighten you to the many types of beings that are traveling in the etheric? This is once more again something that you know. Is it within your conscious mind here on Earth? No, and you wouldn't want it to be. It's too much for one's personal capacity. It's too much. Do you want to pull down the universe and store it all into your brain at one time? No, that's what the Akashic records are for. So if you want to go and browse the Akashic records, ask the Lords of the Akash prior to going to sleep for the information that you're looking for. Set your intention and then listen for the answer.
So I'd say like in the last 5 minutes, I've been feeling kind of that sense of like girding sensation or like stabbing and
Yes, this one
in my sides and I don't know if I'm and I know normally Wendy has that experience more than me, but I'm just wondering if I'm helping to hold energy for her while she's channeling.
That is exactly what I was getting ready to tell you, beautiful telepathic being.
Well, we do have that connection. So.
Exactly. And there are times where she holds energy for you. And right now you are feeling the overflow of my energy coming to you. And she has been just on the edge of grunting and groaning from the amount of energy that she's been holding. And the reason for that is because it's almost as if you're not just feeling my energy, but the entirety of the archangelic realm. And so it's a little bit more, it's a lot of it more in reality. But you are sensing that energy.
That makes sense.
Yes, and
That's-
thank you for
that's-
yeah, thank you for your higher self's decision to share some of the load.
Yes. Okay. Donnie or Joan, is there anything else? Or are you complete? Okay. It looks like we are complete with our questions at this time. Thank you very much for coming in
Thank
and
you.
sharing
Thank
your
you,
insights and energy with us.
We thank you so much for your time today and for all days, for your work today and all days, in all times and places and universes in which you reside. Our blessings to you. And our healing energy is sent.
Accept.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
And you should feel some release to the girding. As we
Yeah,
said,
I was already, after I brought it up, yeah, I was starting to feel some release of that.
Oh,
Thank you.
Narakahara no. And it is sealed with divine love. Our blessings to you. We will release this channel at this time. Wow. Wow. That energy was like, all up my back. I was like, oh my God.
I was feeling, yeah, the stabbing on the sides. And I still feel a little bit.
Yeah,
Feel a little
that's that
nauseous.
releasing. You know what that stabbing on the sides is it's actually when he gave the healing to us as the collective to release that as we transmute collective energy for humans, for the human collective, that you were actually helping her with some of her energy to release that energy from the collective. So you were like, oh, I can help with that. And then same thing when I was channeling, you're like, oh, I can help with that. And so you were like taking these energies. And so, yeah, just really take a few deep breaths and blow it out.
Well, I've been yawning a lot too, releasing it that way. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really nice. So right at the end, and that happened a couple times when I was channeling, I could just see that blue, like the blue ray, like the light of blue ray, which is kind of like the really pretty blue sky. Joan, it's almost like the blue behind you. Well, not quite as like this has a little more too much like green or turquoisey in with my dragon. Yeah, exactly. That's like the bottom part of it, not where the sun is, and that's Shasta. That's Mount Shasta. Yeah, it's really nice. So so it's kind of that blue, and then after the blue, so after he left, and I stopped being like girded. Then it turned into a yellow, so it was like just the golden yellow Christed energy, and I saw that, and then it just started to. It was really yellow, and then it just started to fade away into like a pale yellow, and then it just like, and then I was just like, okay, I can open my eyes and like, but they had me lean back because my back was like so tight. I was like, so it was like them helping me to like lean back and release it. So if that makes sense. Yeah, that was really nice.
Beautiful. Oh, my heart is burning, so I can't talk right now. I was like, I'm frozen, and my third eye is like pulsating. So And then my crown is.
Oh, I just saw when you did that. I saw like two lines when you had your hand up. I saw two lines. One was like a straight angle. No, like a line like this. Like watch where my hand goes, where my finger goes. It's like straight and then straight, like a geometric shape.
Oh.
Like to the side of your head. So yeah, I saw that when you're like, oh, my heart's racing, and you had your hand up, and I was like, whoa, that was cool. So yeah, nice.